Hey, power people. It's so good to be in front of the camera, spending some quality time with the people who know how to connect with me through social media. I'm not going to hold you long. I'm just in the office taking in all this new moon energy in Aries. I mean, if it doesn't make you get clear and decisive, then I don't know what will. Because this energy is the resolution. You know, it is resolving things that you've been on the fence about, things that you feel like you were confused about. And if y'all are in my Facebook group, Let the Womb Be Heard, you already know what my definition of confusion is. All confusion is the avoidance of making the necessary decision. So I don't know how y'all are feeling. It was kind of like a sweatpants and chill, kind of wrap myself up kind of day, because this week felt like a year. It felt like a year's worth of stuff to think about, talk about, address, right? And so I just wanted to encourage anybody who may have felt overwhelmed. This is your nudge to remember to use your tools. Drink your teas. Take some naps, some power naps, 15, 20 minutes. Don't fry your nervous system by creating unnecessary pressure on yourself. Life is to be enjoyed. It is not enough to just be alive. You got to be living. So I know you're sorting through. What do I need to decide? What are the choices I need to make? What should happen next? Is it time to cut this off and shed that relationship, or shed that idea or that project? Or is it time to move forward full speed ahead, right? Sometimes when you don't know what to do, be still. Be still. And then there are other times when you know in your core, right, that I've been stalling on this, and that's why I don't have it. I've gotten trapped in my head. I'm not using my words. I'm not activating the power of my throat chakra. And your words are a wand. You can use your words to speak those things that be not as though they are. What are you saying about yourself in this new moon energy? What are you saying about your business? What are you saying about your children? What are you saying about yourself? What are you saying? And what are you not saying? Because everything is energy. So it's important to just be vigilant today. I just want to nudge you. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed or kind of all over the place, or maybe life hits you with some hard things, right? Tap in, tune in, turn on your power. As you think about what you want in your life, when you think about who you want to become, make it glorious. Make it powerful. Make it nourishing. Just be good to yourselves. Pull out your teas, pull out your crystals, pull out your flower essences. You know, I use a lot of Bach remedies, flower remedies. Pull out your gemstone essences. Like, just nurture yourself. My clients this week were doing a lot of clearing. A lot of my sessions were going over with the sisters, because they popped that squat on the pot, and this vibration of clearing, purging, releasing, I helped women this week really prioritize unapologetically what they truly want, versus continuing to live a lifestyle where your dreams don't get fulfilled because you feel obligated to be and do what everybody else wants. And when you come into contact with me, I'm the one who will say there'll be no dream that's a true dream, that's an important dream, left behind. If you want it, you can have it. And if you choose to have it, then you will have it. I told my client yesterday, you are the God of the situation. I still felt it like I felt it yesterday when I said that to her. I said, you are the God of the situation. What outside of you and who outside of you is supposed to live this experience but you? So even though the emotion of the experience makes you want to shrink, makes you want to play small, makes you want to displace the power and responsibility of the outcome, you actually are sovereign in your life, and your life belongs to you. So instead of avoiding that reality, why don't we begin to examine our thoughts, our choices, and our behaviors? And if our thoughts, choices, and behaviors are at that God frequency, then we need to do God-like things to harness our power. That's the lesson. You have God DNA in you. You are literally a child of God. Earth is our domain. We were given dominion, authority, and power here. So let's stop stalling. Let's stop pretending we don't know what we do know. Let's be very honest with ourselves about our thoughts, our choices, and our behaviors, and how we got to the point we're in right now. And anything that you've created that you don't like, the good news is you can uncreate it. You don't have to hold the shame and the guilt when you know who you are and that you have the power to adjust the outcomes. Okay, you may have gotten one particular outcome, but you can get another outcome and another. You don't have to sit and waddle. You don't have to rush either into doing something. There's a balance. Everybody listening is in a different experience and in a different level of self-awareness and self-application. I'm not creating pressure. I just want you to know that there's a God in you that is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, more than you can even ask, think, or imagine. And if you learn how to connect to that presence that is within you, it will change your entire life. It will change the lives of people who come into contact with you, and it will change the lives of those who come after you. So part of the cheat sheet and the cheat code to activating that is your self-care. It's going to be very difficult to be God in every space that you enter, God unto yourself, if you don't even know how to drink enough water so that your organs and your blood, everything is circulating properly. The body is the temple. The womb is the bridge between spirit and earth. So you cannot, excuse me, be in your divine nature, fully embodied, and you don't even have a presence of mind to be in the body that's housing God. Knees been hurting for 10 years and you didn't even realize it, right? Like things like that. So yes, self-care positions you to access power from spirit. Your brain functions better. Your digestion, when your digestion is good, the digestive system correlates with your solar plexus chakra. It's all about willpower. It's the core of the body. I know, let me see if I move this back some. It's the core of the body, right? So some of y'all are literally full of shit. That's why you're not getting nothing done. This is so weak. So this is where, you know what, instead of just staring at my computer, recognizing that my brain is freezing, maybe I should get up and do some cat-cow yoga poses, or get the blood circulating all throughout my body better. Maybe I need to go drink some water, or maybe I need to listen to Tamer's hacks, get some of my amazing grass off her Amazon link. Maybe I need to, you know, get myself some olive flower essence. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give myself some now and restore my energy. Maybe I need to pull out my essential oils, because I'm feeling like, and I'll tell my experience because y'all know I keep it 100. I'm feeling a little heartbroken. I didn't think my heart could break anymore, but I found out that it actually could still hurt. And I know that geranium is good for the heart. It's a very nourishing floral essential oil. And the things that I love about essential oils, the ones that are 100% therapeutic grade, medicinal essential oils, which is why I partner with doTERRA and I sell and provide their oils. What I love about essential oils is that they immediately put you in a healing frequency. You don't have to wait. You know, sometimes with food and herbs and different things, you gotta wait a little bit for it to get it in your system and in your body, but you can inhale essential oils, you can diffuse them, you can mix them with some coconut oil, grapeseed oil, rub your body down, and it immediately puts you in a healing frequency that correlates with the properties of the plant that was used for that oil. Use your tools. Maybe, you know, you need to pull out your pendulum. And I'm showing, this is how I live. Like, I'm in my office. This is real life for me. I don't just tell y'all to do this stuff and I don't live it. But maybe, shout out to my sister Ty Johnson, who custom makes these fabulous, amazing spiritual tools. She's such a generous, powerful witch. Love her. But maybe, you know, you have a clear question you need to ask and get a clear answer. And if you've programmed your pendulum properly, when you pull it out, it knows, okay, there's some information that she needs. So ask the yes or no question. Is the sky blue? Yes, clearly, right? Is the sky red? No. Right? Clear. It's programmed. Has my ashe, my magic, my juju. Where are your tools? How do you live without your tools on Earth? The planet that is the classroom, where life is about mastering yourself. You haven't collected your tools? Stop making your spiritual practice something you do when there's crisis. How about being the practice of knowing you're a spiritual being with power every day, every moment? So I stay ready so I don't have to get ready, because the reality is, it doesn't matter what level of success you get to, you'll get hit with some shit. And when you do, you want to be prepared. You want to be able to have what you need. Another tool, I just got her today. This is my money tree. I named her a special name that aligns with the vibration of perpetual abundance. God and lack don't exist in the same space. I've been teaching that principle for years now in different spaces, when I speak, or, you know, when I facilitate things, whatever. God and lack do not exist in the same space. Why? Is that my truth? God is creator of it all, of whatever is needed. So why would God, being God, not create whatever? It's impossible. It doesn't make sense. It goes against universal and cosmic law. If God is here, then something is being made for me. Sometimes I am the creation. So I'm asking you, as you bask in this energy, to actually activate what I'm saying to you and practice your God nature. What are you going to make next in your life? What's next for you? What needs to be healed at the deeper level? Oh, my inner child has been hollering this week, grieving, recognizing things that she did not know. And so I'm reparenting myself and teaching her that even though your mother and your fathers did not give you what you needed, I am here. I am your mother now. I am your father now. Boo, I got you. Sometimes you can become so entangled with living your life for and with everybody else that you don't know how to just hold yourself, how to repair yourself, how to be good with and unto yourself. And so at some point, your dysfunctions become obvious and you can no longer deny that something is off. Something in my heart has changed. I used to have a faith that would kick in and be able to break and knock that mountain over. But lately, these days, I've been saying, God, please help my unbelief. Because I don't even know what I believe anymore. I don't even know what to believe about. And how can I activate my creativity and my creative power if I can't see? And then you begin to reconcile. Then you become actually fully present and you're not just waking up, ripping and running and alive. Now you're present to, I'm living a particular experience and I'm noticing there's some things I want to change about this experience. And so I have to get in this experience. I got to feel it to heal it. I've got to look at it to know it's there. I've got to sit with it to give it honor, even if it must die. I taught one of my clients this week how to create an altar for the death of her marriage. I didn't pretend that it was alive just so she could feel better. No. When I rip this Band-Aid off, it's going to sting a little bit, but it's going to heal. So what's more important? Letting the infection just stink and create more problems? Or are we ready to heal everything? Are we ready to recognize that, you know what? There's greater available to me. I'm ready to start the process of figuring out how to access the greater good, the greater love, the greater joy, the greater financial wealth and experience and abundance, the greater sisterhood, the greater parenting experience, the greater educational experience, the greater connections, right? My light turns off when I sit real still. So, but I kind of like this lighting. It's natural light because the sun is starting to set. I have my windows open, watching a little creek with the flowing water and all of that. If you've been to the headquarters, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I don't know if you're feeling what I'm feeling, but I'm changing. I'm changing. I'm different than I've ever been before. And some of these changes were intentional. The ones that were intentional are really rooted in my divine mind. Some of the unintentional changes that I've been recognizing are rooted in my subconscious mind. And some of them are absolutely created by my trauma brain. And I know that my trauma brain is a liar. It doesn't always see things correctly because pain distorts your vision at every level, whether it's emotional pain, physical pain, psychological pain is the fruit of resistance. Pain is present when you refuse to accept what's real and right in front of you. When you keep wishing that it was any other way than it is, you activate pain. If you need pain relief, drop into acceptance. Drop into I accept and I allow. And when you do that, you will have relief. So as I was, just being tamer, living my life, practicing what I preach, which is heal everything, I said, girl, you got some wounds that run very, very, very deep. And this time, instead of doing what I used to do when I was a little bit more rigid with myself, the warrior, strong version of me would speak to the vulnerable, delicate, soft part and be like, girl, we ain't got time for this. Come on, let's snatch up out of this. Well, now I learned to sit in it and sit with it and honor my journey, because I'm sad for a reason. I'm mad for a reason. It's not like I have not earned the right to have this wide range of emotions. I'm not rushing this, because this healing work that I'm doing runs deep in my matriarchal lineage. And so my motivation to stay present to it is my daughter, because it stops here. It stops here. She will have greater because I gave greater to myself. I will not settle for unfulfillment. I will not settle for being dissatisfied with myself, with my life. I will always hold space for more joy, more love, and the sustaining of my peace. And when we hear people say that, sometimes we think that means they're unbothered. It's not that they've reached this cemented state where they are never bothered. That's not the message. That's not what it is. It's that I know what to do when I am. Which is very different. I know what to do when I'm bothered. I know what to do when I'm sad. I know what to say when I have conflict with someone. I know what to do. I know. I've seen my anger before. I know angry tamer. I was telling one of my best friends, because she had cooked some really good dinner. We were chatting on WhatsApp. I saw her in the kitchen. I said, hold up. Closed my car door. Was like, I should be over there. She said, come on, sis. That's how we are in my tribe. We are present. We let you peek into our day-to-day lives, because how can you truly know me if I lock you out, right? So we be on the phone, cooking, normal stuff, and healthy relationships that take place. And so I get over there and we're talking, and I said, I'm aware that I'm vicious. And she said, ooh, and like we both felt it. When I said it, I was like, and I have learned to love the shadows that I have. Like, I feel like to deny any part of yourself is a form of self-betrayal and rejection. And what you refuse to accept about yourself, the world will never accept, right? So I just accept, if you summon certain parts of me, knowingly or unknowingly, they will show up. But instead of trying to play by other people's rules and suppress and tuck things away or judge myself as not okay because I'm multi-layered, no, I ain't doing that anymore. And I won't sustain a value system that creates that kind of narrative. I'm like, no, that's not true for me. It's not true that my darkness is any less valuable than the light. Even in the context of this Will Smith and Chris Rock situation, I was hearing the part of the dialogue where people said violence is not okay. And I laughed because I'm very in touch with my peaceful side, but also my violent side. So I said, what do they mean violence is not okay? Even Earth gets violent when she done had enough. She'll throw a tsunami at that ass. Yes, she will. She'll flood. She'll light fires for no reason and burn down whole. Yes. You're not going to get through Earth without the darkness when light came out of it. So the opportunity is to learn what to do with your dark shadow, the things that make you uncomfortable. Learn how to be uncomfortable. You are the God of the situation. And God is not intimidated by light or darkness, because God cultivates and uses both. So I could go on and on, because I just love chatting and yapping on the internet and giving some of my energy, you know. But I just wanted to nudge you and remind you that your self-care is the evidence of how much you really love yourself. You talk about, oh, I love me. Okay. Your body keeps score of how much you love you. Okay. And if you need to go get some tools, go get them. Dust some stuff off. Reset your shrines if you feel like you need to do that in your altars. But really tune in. And don't be afraid if your shadow self says, hey, there's some things I can get done for you. Your shadow self's intuition may say, there's some people shooting darts at you won't even know. Would you like to curse them in this new moon energy? Yeah, I bless and curse equally. I'm not always blessing people, because people don't always need the opportunity to interact with my energy in a way that makes them comfortable. If you have my name in your mouth and you're saying anything other than blessings about me, you don't need a blessing from me, you need a binding. And the kind of stuff I'll do, there'll be a tongue nailed to a tree in the woods. Don't play with me. Be careful. So let me send energy out that can make you uncomfortable about misusing my name. And that's not any less righteous or appropriate than saying, oh, okay. And, you know, so I say that to say, as y'all do your work and you tune into yourself in this cosmic vibration, I would like for you to be rigorously honest with yourself about how you feel, what you're sensing, what you're seeing. Some of you need to have clarifying conversations with people. Some of you don't. Some of you just need to move forward with the information you have. Some of you need to make a decision. It's the lack of decisiveness that feeds your stagnation and procrastination. So some of you need to wake up and decide. And that will help reestablish your self-trust and make anything you did before that moment irrelevant. Believe in yourself again. I know when you was 20, you made that decision and it created certain consequences, but so what? What are the choices you're making now? Because you cannot go back 20 years ago. You can't even go back 1 hour ago. So tune into your heart, your body, your mind, your spirit, everything. Become intimate with yourself and leverage this new moon energy and enjoy the breakthroughs and the confirmations. And it's a lot of you that are receiving blessings and stuff is activating in this energy for you. Congratulations. You could not be more deserving. You could not be more deserving. So I love y'all. Namaste. This God always enjoys communing with the gods that are in you. And may you have a sacred and holy experience of transformation and power. Never forget who you are. Now that you've heard this, I pray that you can